Hi, this is Matt Hornberger, pastor of 4th Street Church of God. I'm one of the newer guys in the conference, and I just want to give a big shout out for the TAP Bootcamp that we just participated in or finishing. And I just want to let everybody know that it's been a great program for us. Lets you get into yourself and gets into your head, and it's a good thing. And it's been a big spirit-filled event. Got to really know some of my fellow pastors and just build a really important bond between your brothers and sisters in Christ, and that we have to work together to get this gospel message out. And I'm excited for what's coming out of it. I'm excited about the insights that are coming from this program. It really gets right into the weeds where we need to be, and how important it is to know yourself, in that we know our God, but do we know ourselves? And this is a great tool to do that, and I'm just very happy and blessed to be a part of it. And I just pray that it continue and be a part of our conference's education offerings. And I would encourage anyone who's coming up through a pastoral program to participate in this. It will open up your eyes to things you didn't realize were there, and show you some things that you really need to see. So if you get a chance, come on out. God bless you. Have a great day.
I've been to so many seminars. I didn't want to go to another one. But when Dave asked me to go, I thought, and one of the things he encouraged me with was we have pastors that are struggling very much with the churches, and if you've done this in the past, my intention to come was I want to learn what I do that causes me to be any success at all we've had. Thank God for that. He gives the increase. But I want to know what I want to be reminded of some of the intentional things that I do, so that I can help others to do that. Mm-hmm. There's certain things we can do.
Right.
And I think the best thing you can do is pray. I mean, if you stop praying, it ain't gonna work.
My experience is going to be a little different. This has been sort of the culmination and an affirmation of a process I've been in, I guess, in this past year.
Okay.
I need to tell a story to explain it. As a young person, I was always rather confident, in myself and who I was, to the point that probably pride crept in. Because I remember saying very specifically to my dad, as I was about to do a church planting thing, I can do whatever I set my mind to. Of course, God had a way of humbling me through that, to the point that, when I crashed and burned, I was questioning, is this really what I'm supposed to do? And through that restoration process, I learned the difference between confidence and security, being secure in who you are and who God's made you to be. And I became, had a very fruitful and productive ministry after that. But confidence or security is a very fragile thing. And moving to a new setting and a whole new challenge, am I going to be able to do that? As we've been talking these few days, the affirmation, it's just been made very clear to me. I am well equipped to do what I need to do for this next season. Just as I was well equipped for that season. And the best practices, it doesn't, you keep doing the things you know are the right things, and we don't grow the church, God does.
Amen.
So I'll do the right things, God will grant the increase.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've just been trying to get the people to get on board with doing what we need to be doing. I had the mission, and I've been trying to hammer that home. And the mission is easy because it's in the Bible. It tells us what we're supposed to be doing. But this idea of talking about vision and getting them on board with that, and then having them be involved and have ownership of that,
Right.
I think is going to be key. And so that's my big
it's like my passion for the gospel has been renewed, and it's given me some tools. One of the things that stick in my mind, I can't remember which one of you said it, but a vision is only for a season.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking when I first arrived at Roundup, I cast a small vision that we're going to need a bigger church. And we've reached that point where they are actually have a building committee to expand and make some more room in the church to be able to have some more folks come and worship with us.
Right.
And so I need to cast a new vision. And that vision is that we need everyone, not just me,
Exactly.
because I'm only one person. I'm only have so much energy. But everyone within that body of Christ needs to use their giftedness to make disciples.
The way I would summarize it all is trust the process. And the process for all of us started before we ever got here. And I still go back to October when I was praying on the side of the mountain taking notes, and that just plays right into this. I think if I would change one thing, I'd like to stay tonight yet.
Yeah.
Have this end when it's going to end, but then
Yeah.
just hang out here and not go home to all the things that
Yeah.
are going to need to be done and really process it a little bit longer.
Well, maybe they'll give you that's just staying all night.
Well, the church will be fine, but
Okay.
I think I had said it earlier in the week that, you know, I know that I had prayed at one point, like at the prayer retreat and at different times, God, you got to do something. Knowing that I shared with you, Gary, I know that I'm supposed to be at Mechanicsburg. No doubt in my mind that that's where I'm supposed to be. But, you know, just getting frustrated over some things that I've done, some old things that are in patterns in the church and stuff like that. This week really kind of showed me and opened up the door to some things that I knew, you know, and that I was on the right track with certain things, and that's what I have to keep pursuing and do those things. But it also showed me some areas in my personally that I needed to take care of.
And do the things that I have felt called to do.
Okay.
The freedom to maybe push a little bit more when I need to push, but in a wise way, with conversations, with talking to people, with
Sure.
being deliberate in those conversations and building. And I'm already working on building a team, so it really just was sort of, okay, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. The books were phenomenal. I really enjoyed reading the books, and the timing. You know, God's timing is always so perfect.
Yeah.
So right when I'm feeling like we've accomplished a vision that was set years ago, it's time to recast a new vision and be looking forward again. Is it me to do that at the church, or do I step back and let someone else now come in for the new vision? Well, I felt I have a new vision, and I'm ready, and I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to take that back.
But for me, it would have to be worth leaving my wife and kids for a prolonged period of time. Something that's worthwhile.
Okay.
And it very much has been.
Okay. Thank you.
Transformative would be. I know it's easy to say because I'm here still, but it's you gave me a key. You guys gave me the key that I have been lacking for a long time for various reasons, and it probably just echoes what Tracy's one message was. Just don't give away what God has given you. I mean, you use what He has given you, and don't delegate that away.
The Lord has blessed us greatly over the last couple of years.
Awesome.
But I do see that there are some tools that I can use now to make things even better. So it has been worthwhile in that regard. Plus, there's some other things I need to wrestle through that this has brought out to me too. So
I guess the freedom to live in the providence of the moment. Did God put me in this place? I'm pretty new, still trying to figure it out. But you've been gifted and placed by God in this position, and that you gotta know who you are, and then be okay with who you are, work to your strengths, and develop a vision, and allow people into your circle to fill in those places where you know where you're gonna need help. And then we have this great resource now. I just look at all you guys around here, and that this is a resource. And then we're gonna be a team moving forward into this, so that I don't have to feel quite so alone, because it can be overwhelming in a ministry that's in transition. You're new to ministry, and there's a lot going on, and all the little conflicts and stuff, and how do you handle that, and who's gonna handle that, that you're not alone, and that there is a support group, and that there's people that understand who I am as a person, that knows where I might get out ahead of myself and need to be pulled back, or where, hey, Matt, you need to trust where God has placed you and go. And with that confidence, and just being able to weigh that and measure that and be confident in it now, just going through this process has really helped with that. So,
I was looking at my congregation and really just not knowing where to go with what I had.
Yeah.
And I know God can do anything. I don't believe for a minute I came there to bury it. I believe God will resurrect it. I wasn't really clear on how that was gonna happen.
All right.
I have a little more clarity now on some of the things that I can do, and we're just gonna trust God for the rest of it.
All right.
Important things that we started with was the idea of having a sound mission and belief system in your church, and our values and our beliefs. Do we know what we believe? And knowing what we believe, do we have a course of action? And the relationship between values and beliefs has been a great part of this whole process. And nailing that down and nailing it down with your elders and your deacons at your church, and how we're going to do that has been a great learning tool. And I'm looking forward to going through that with my elders and deacons and all the people who come into this ministry. And if you get a chance, just take a look at your mission statement and see if it's inspiring you to action. What do you believe? Now, what are you going to go and do about it?
Hi, I'm Barb Marice. I'm the pastor at Progress Church of God in Harrisburg. I came to the boot camp reluctantly, and I'm going home with all kinds of good information on how to proceed. I'm in a church that is in need of rebuilding, and I have gotten some wonderful information on how to start that process and how to proceed with that process. And I would recommend this to any pastor that needs that kind of help. I've been at my church for 4 years, and we're ready to move, but I had no idea how to even develop a vision for my congregation. And what I've learned here is the importance of your mission statement, your vision statement, how to process your core values. It's just been wonderful. It's been very, very useful information.